Stop breaking your hands and wrists with bad wraps. I'm gonna show you how to wrap hands right. So before we start, you need to grab the essentials. Kerlix gauze, this is for your knuckle pad. This makes the best knuckle pad. It hooks the knuckles and protects very well. You can buy it off of Amazon, any medical supply store. This is very crucial to when you're wrapping hands. Gauze, you can buy any type of gauze. Title boxing, it has to be boxing gauze specifically for boxing, title boxing, anything like that. Me personally, I like old school gauze. I like the way it hugs, I like the way it grabs, and I like the way it makes the wrap look pretty. And then, the most important thing out of everything, this is the most important thing. Me personally, I love Toro Tough Tape. It's the best tape for me to use. It tears very easily, it's very sticky, and it forms very nicely. And it just makes a pretty, an aesthetically pleasing wrap. The first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna grab your person, you're gonna make the knuckle pad. This right here, Kerlix gauze. You're gonna open it up. Everybody's hand is different. Her hand is genuinely smaller than most people's. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go 5 times around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. From here, I'm gonna go ahead and cut this off. Boom, that's one knuckle. That's one hand right there. Make her second knuckle pad. 3, 4, 5. Now, generally, everybody's different. Some people like more knuckle pad, some people like less support. So based on your fighter, you're gonna make those adjustments. But this is a general to start off. Everybody's different. I always ask, do you punch hard? Do you have any hand problems? Anything like that? Are you working more on speed? Do you like to feel the impact on your knuckles? Those are all questions I ask to know exactly how much knuckle pad I'm gonna give somebody. So obviously if someone has hand problems, I'm gonna give them more knuckle pads. If someone hits hard, I'm gonna give them more knuckle pad. Power punchers tend to like a little bit less because they wanna feel the impact on their hands, so I'll give them a little bit less. Everybody's different. This is a general overall scope. It's important to know your fighters and get to know what they have. Every pair of hands is different, everybody's feel is different. But the details matter when you get to know your fighter. That's how you're gonna make sure that they don't hurt their hands. Now, you're gonna go and grab your regular gauze. Right here, you're always gonna go pulling away from the thumb. If you don't pull away from the thumb, you're gonna cause friction, you're gonna cause pulling on the thumb, cause a lot of uncomfortableness with the hand. Right here. So it's important, ask right here. This is a process where you ask, hey, do you have any issues? Anything like that? No. Boom. Feel the hand, make sure there's no breaks, make sure everything's good to go. And then from there, you just start adding the gauze. I generally go about 4 or 5 times up, 1, and I go all the way back down. You wanna go about 6 to 8 inches, especially for a boxing wrap. MMA wrap will be a little bit shorter, but it's the same wrap. Then from there, you open up, spread. It's important to do this while you're wrapping hands. If they do not spread their hands, it causes friction, it constricts their hand, and makes their hands cramp. I go about 4 times around. 4 times around the thumb. Then from there, I go up 3 times around the knuckles. 1, 2, 3. This basic coat right here is what you need before you add your knuckle pad. This is your knuckle pad. You lay the knuckle pad down, go 2 times around here to anchor it down, and then from there, it's important when you roll that you only go to the first digits right here. Cover right here. Don't go any higher, because if you do, you'll cause the knuckle pad to go too far up, and that's when people also break their hands. It's important to cover here, right here. Start low, and then from there, once we start adding the tape, it'll pull it tighter to wrap around the knuckle. So right here, we go here, drop it down to the digits, wrap around. Work our way back down, around the thumb, come back up, and around here. I generally do 1 on each side, work my way back down, come back up. Then as I come back up, this is crucial. I come around the front, make a fist, and as soon as I get here, I tuck. This tucks the gauze and pulls it up against, open up, boom. It pulls it up against her knuckles. I'll do it again. Back around. Tuck, make a fist, open up. Now, if you're wiping somebody's hands who has, side note, if you ever somebody's hands who's hearing your headphones and stuff like that, but you need them to open and close and they can't hear you, I generally like to tap twice. So if I tap twice, that means open, close. That way you wrap hands, you kind of get to know them. That's a little pro tip right there. No, every single time I do that, it tucks. See how it's forming against? Make a fist. It's also cool to push and make sure it's forming nicely around her knuckles. Right here, I can fix things. If it's dropping too much, if it's not, if two knuckles too exposed, I can always fix it. Open up. Before you get to the actual taping. Now, it's important to do this motion right here. You make an X around the wrist and around everything. This provides more support for the wrist so you don't have a flimsy wrist and you don't break your wrist. This little X right here is crucial. I see so many people wrap hands and they don't do it. They're scared to waste gauze. They're scared. Use the gauze on the fighter. The fighter's hands. These are crucial. These are the money makers. Don't be scared to use the gauze. Don't be scared to use a good tape. And work your way down. You're going to finish everything at the wrist. I genuinely use one whole roll of gauze per hand. Now, she has smaller hands, so I could technically cut it off right here and it'll be fine, but we're just, for the sake of the video, just to show, we're going to use all the gauze on her hand. And not only that, it provides more wrist support. Why not use it? You're not going to use that little piece anyway. You're going to throw it away. How's that feel?
It feels really good and molded into my hand.
Exactly. So this is before we add any tape. It's important to add this. How's this feel? Any pulling, any pinching? Before I add the tape. Because here, I can make adjustments. I can tweak things. I can fix it before anything else. Now, again, Toro Toe Tape, best tape in the biz. And they don't even sponsor me. I just love the tape. So it's important right here, when you use the tape, you pull away from the thumb. If you don't pull away from the thumb, especially with the tape, you're gonna cause a lot of friction, a lot of pinching. So one time around, just to anchor the gauze down. After that, turn over, open up, get the palm, expose it, spread it open. Notice how it already automatically opens up. See too many people constantly cutting to fix it. You already have it here. That's why we lay it down the way we do, pulling away from the thumb. There's different ways to go in between the fingers. Me personally, I found this is the most supportive and this is the most lasting. Pinch this forward, tuck this underneath, and rope it. Roll it like this. Turn over. Now, this is very crucial. Make a fist. As soon as she makes a fist, I tuck the gauze down to make sure it doesn't come up, it doesn't get pulled up when I put the tape. Tuck it down. Open, close. Close. How's that feel? Is it pinching too tight?
No.
Again, I'm asking this because I can make the adjustment now. Don't wait till it's too late, because then I got to go back and start cutting and changing everything. Good? Turn over. Spread. Spread your hands. Good. So you go one down the middle, and then two, turn over. Make a fist. Guiding along the knuckles to make sure you form the knuckle around the wrist. This adds extra wrist support. It doesn't hurt. You're wasting a little bit more tape, but it doesn't hurt. Turn over. How's that feel?
Yeah, good. I can't even feel the extra tape.
Exactly.
Like, it doesn't make it feel tighter at all.
Exactly. Turn around. Turn over. Spread. Make a fist. Good. Nice. Good. How's that feel?
Good.
Good. Again, I can make any adjustments right now. Good. That's before I put any other tape. Cool. Now we're gonna go an inch from here, right where the knuckle is. You can kind of see where the guideline is, where the knuckle is, and that's where you lay your first guideline of tape. Spread, open up, boom. You go all the way around, and as I go around, turn over. As I go all the way around, I cup it right here. Just tuck it, just a quick tuck, turn over. And I stop it right here. That's why I love Toro Toe Tape. See how it's able to just pull? Very easy tape to use. Now, again, remember, we go away from the thumb. We pull away from the thumb. Open up. Right here, make a fist. It's important not to pull. You pull, you're gonna pull her thumb out. You're gonna hurt it. You lay it, you lay the tape. The tape is support. It's not supposed to pull. Open up. Make a fist. I go 3 times around. Open up. Make a fist. Open, close. How's that feel?
Good.
Good, good. Not pulling, not pinching?
No.
Good. Now I have my base and my guidelines. From here, I go diagonal. Here, all the way from the wrist bone, all the way over. Create that. Remember, the X is crucial. This provides wrist support. It helps keep your knuckles in place as you throw in different angles. Fighting's involved. You have to throw, so you have to provide support from all different angles. Boom. I constantly go all the way down to her thumb. Every time I lay a piece of tape, I brush it on, make sure it stays nice and compact. Then from there, crisscross applesauce. All the way down. It's important to get this side right here. I see so many times coaches, they don't get it right here. They stop it right there. But there's so much support that you're missing by not covering this little wrist. That's where we get boxer fractures. That's where we get damaged wrists. Cover it. This is the money makers. You got to protect the hands. Then you're going to go horizontal. Lay it down. So it's 3 different angles. 1 each cross and 1 straight down. How's that feel?
Good.
Good. Now we got to anchor everything down. If we just leave it like this, as they start going, the sweat's going to go, turn over. See how that's all open? That's going to come all undone. Now it's time to anchor it down. So we start here. Tuck, tuck, turn over. Boom. Anchored. Again, pull away from the thumb. Open. Make a fist. And keep the fist the whole time. This is crucial. Because now we already have our support, so now we gotta make sure it stays nice and comfortable. Do not pull. You literally just pull out here. Notice how I pinch this here, so I'm not constantly pulling and tucking and losing circulation. Just let it jump, let it roll. Lay it down. You don't gotta pull, you don't gotta make it tight, you don't gotta suffocate the hand. Just lay it down. How's that feel?
Good.
Good, make a fist. Good. Good, how's that feel? Nice, now open up. Look at this, see this, now if you wanna make it pretty, you can cut this off, but there's really no need. You can just tuck. I see too many times people cut, open palm. I already wrapped it with an open palm, and she has all the support and everything she needs. Good? Mm-hmm. This is how you do a knockout style wrap. So after you wrap these hands, you can actually reuse these over and over for a mold. Depending on how much you sweat, everybody's different. Some people can have it for like a month, 2 months. Some people can only last a week. It all really depends on how much you sweat and how much you let it dry. So it's important to cut these down the pipe, down the middle. Then afterwards, you spread it open, pop it off, pull it, kind of like this. Yeah. See? Boom. So now you have a whole mold, and you just reuse it. Tape the corners in, tape the corners down, and you can use it. See? Dom uses his every time.
This is my third day.
Yeah. And he'll probably only he sweats so much and trains twice a day, he'll probably only last a week. But someone who only trains casually, this will probably last him as much as 2 months. So this is how you put the mold back on. See, it's important to tape the corners so the gauze doesn't get everywhere. Tape the thumb too, because a lot of times people don't tape the thumb and they can't get the thumb back in. And then you have to take the gauze out, it compromises the integrity of the mold. So now, turn it over. It's important, when you do it, you're just gonna slide it in your hands like this, like a glove. And when you do, it's important, as you pull down here, you're gonna wiggle your fingers too. Okay. Try it, go for it. Go pull, and now wiggle, yeah, see how you wiggle? And you can form it too, like, yeah, just pull. Good, make a fist too as you do it, like to compact it and wiggle, yeah, compact and wiggle it. Good, how's that feel?
Good.
Good, sound all the way? Mm-hmm. Yeah, good. You just retape it. Make a fist. No, keep it like that, good. Pull it nice and tight. How's that feel?
Good.
Good? Supported? Wristed? Everything?
Yep, good.
Good, perfect. And that's how you use the molds.